Ladies and gents, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, hi, you are late. I am Anis Wambisani, and just subscribe to my channel because I know you're gonna love it here anyway. And to my returning subscribers, regular viewers, thank you so much, Bestie, for coming back for another video, and thank you so much for supporting me. Anyway, a friend of mine asked me to do a step-by-step video of how I make my pancakes, but not here. She said I should send it WhatsApp work, and I was like, if I can do it for her, let me do it for my channel. So I won't do it for her. She will watch it here. I will send her a link of this video, because if I am doing a video, my bag video channel, I'm a better bag. Okay, these are my ingredients. I have 2 eggs, baking powder, salt, sugar, and flour, and a glass of milk. Here I'm just struggling to open flour, and then I decide to drink water because I'm tired. And then I'm looking for a spoon. So you just typically break 2 eggs into a bowl. So because I made a mistake, and yeah, I'm trying to undo my mistake here. Otherwise, we are 1 egg in, and then we break another egg. Yes, you break another egg, and then you whisk the 2 eggs, like making sure they are like in a liquid form. You cannot see the yellow yolk, and you can't see the white thingy of the egg. And after that, you whisk until you die. Okay, you whisk until you die. So yeah, this is the concentration of the eggs. Your eggs should look like this. You pour your milk. This is a warm milk, by the way. You can use a cold one, it's fine. So I'm using warm milk. Basically, in this step, you just whisk. You whisk your life away. You whisk. You try to combine the eggs and the milk into one concentration. And it takes a lot of time, but yeah, this is the concentration we are going for. And yeah, you dance because being in the kitchen is a struggle, I beg. So you take another bowl for your dry ingredients, because your wet ingredients are now fine. So you pour flour into a clean bowl. Like, you just measure with your eyes, you just measure with your eyes, don't or with your heart. Yeah, I don't have measurements, just measure with your heart. And then you take a baking powder, and you measure it with 1 spoon. Not a spoon, yeah, 1 teaspoon, not a tablespoon. So 1 teaspoon of baking powder into your flour, and you mix that. And then you pour salt, like a little bit of salt, like a half teaspoon of salt, not even like a full teaspoon, like a half teaspoon of salt. You pour that into your other dry ingredients. That is sugar, by the way. So I use brown sugar. So I pour 5 teaspoons of sugar. If you have like a tablespoon, you can pour 2 tablespoons and a half, so 2.5. And then you just mix your dry ingredients until you can see that everything is mixed. You see I'm showing you. And then you mix, or you pour your wet ingredients to your dry ingredients. But before pouring, you first mix that into one thingy. You just whisk, and then you pour your wet ingredients to your dry ingredients. This step is not for the weak. Like, all you do here is just mixing, and it takes so much of your time to mix this thing into a fluffy not a fluffy, into like kind of liquidy form, but it must not be too runny and it must not be too thick. So it must be a concentration of like between runny butter and what is this, and a thick butter. So yeah, you just mix. You can see I'm tired. Like you just mix, you mix until you drop. At this point, you mix until you die. If you are not dead yet, you are not mixing well. But this process is like fine if you have a whisk, but because I don't have a whisk, I use my spoon. So it must be like this, something like this. If your concentration is not like this, then you did something wrong. So just go back to the steps. So you use a non-stick pan, non-stick, or yonke lento. Everything will be like a mess. So use this. And at this point, you see I didn't pour any oil. Yes, I love pancakes like this. I don't pour oil in my pancakes. But this one is a personal choice. If you love oil and stuff, put butter there first, or put a non-sticking thingy. So now this one doesn't have milk, doesn't have oil or butter. So until you see that it has these things, I don't know if it's a hole, but it's like it's forming bubbles. If it's forming bubbles, then you can do that. You can flip it. It's easy to flip it using a spatula. So yeah, this one is ready. You can see it with your eyes. You just check it with your eyes. Now I think this one is ready now, and then it's ready. If it's not, it's not. And then you repeat the same process without oil. If you are like me, you don't like pancakes with oil. And then this process is for those who love oil, you get. So you just pour your oil into the pan. You can also use butter, or you can use margarine. You can use non-stick pan, what to your pan, and then you pour your pancake batter to the you can see, man. You can see what I'm doing. You do that, and then you also, even in this step, you wait until it forms things to flip it. So this is the one without oil. This with oil, without oil. These are without oil. And this is my syrup, and enjoy.